Hello, everybody. Hello, friends. I would be discussing today all the interview questions that are most of the time asked in the interview for 2 to 4 year experienced. And I've also gone through some changes in the past where I've also given some interviews. So then I also went through some of these questions and I just find out my diary where I used to prepare it all. And I think those are still most used questions and most asked questions probably. I mean, and I'll be discussing all of this in English only so that all type of audience and throughout all the audition audiences can understand it all. So these are all the points I wrote down, and I think that these are the most probable things which is asked in the interview. So first of all, if you are going for an interview, there is this Java 4 pillars. You know, Java 4 pillars, object-oriented programming language paradigm. Uh, so for this, these more four major uh, uh, things are needed: inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation, and abstraction. So you have to learn it by heart. And on the basis of this, there are lots of questions generated like they'll just mix up 2 or 3 topics, inheritance and polymorphism, and then they will ask question uh, um, on the upcasting and downcasting. So so that is also asked. I've accidentally wrote it here. Okay. So on upcasting and downcasting also there is a lot of questions. For that you can, if you want, you can try going for this Java tricky questions. So for Geek for Geeks, if you go there, um, you can easily see all these questions. And it will take max to max your 5-10 minutes for one single session. And then what I did, I also went through all these output of Java program questions. So I went as much as I could complete. And for after this, some most of the things are cleared out. So you can take that. I'll provide that link in the description. Then second thing is finding the differences between abstract class and interface. Basically after Java 8, most of the things has been common like interfaces have started providing this default methods and static methods inside them. So there you can write implementation. So what exactly are the differences? You can easily find it out. It's easy. Then you should better learn keywords definition. If you see transient, enums, volatile, these three I've written down here. Along with this, all the keywords, if you are well aware of those, that why they are used and what is the real definition of those, then it's very good. Like enum is used for, defining all those variables which are already made. Sorry, already defined before compile time. So like if you have this gender, male and female only, you can directly define it into enum. Volatile and transient also you can learn. So these are some of the very hard enums. Sorry, uh, keywords I have already written down. And after that, you can also go through all other keywords as well. And also then you will have to learn this. What is the difference between comparator and comparable interfaces? Both of these are very common, so everybody should know them and also should know how to write um, custom code. If you want to, suppose you want to an object to get sorted on the basis of some of the given entity and on some of the basic condition like lexicographic order. So you should know that. So for that you can go and see code. So I mean there is only three condition gives one zero or minus one value. Then if you have completed all these, you can go for more advanced concept. So for more advanced concept, you can learn the internal working and implementation of all these array list, linked list, hash map, tree map, and concurrent hash map, as well as hash set. Hash set also internally uses a hash map implementation only, but that's a bit different because some of the things, hash map is a key value pair thing, and hash set is like just a set of values, no key value thing. So also you should learn also, I mean, all the scenarios where you can use this, and you can override these. Um, if you find about the internal working of hash map, you will also find about equals method and hash code method, and there are ways you can override those and you write your custom comparison in comparison implementation in your code. So that you can also do. So better to write some of the basic theories there, and then you can do that. Then what is immutable classes and data types or data types, and how to create an immutable class, that is also a very good thing. And then what's cloning and all. Okay. So after that, um, what is cloning, deep cloning and shallow cloning, that you should also know, because there are various instances in your application where you might need to clone an object. So, the Java follows pass by reference and, pass by value. These things can be very tricky at times. So then you need this cloning. So if you learn those, you should learn this as well. And then hack exception and hierarchy also. I mean, in exception, you might think that why I'm telling this exception, but exception everybody knows. But there are certain conditions like what I say. Like there are certain conditions like if there is a parent-child class relation and parents is having throwing some exception, then child can also throw that exception or somewhat subclass of that exception, not superclass. Like if I'm throwing exception in the parent class, I cannot throw throwable in the child class like that. So these are some of the condition, and like if mm, there is no exception thrown in the parent class, then child class can it throw any exception or not? So that all the condition you should learn. And then all the Java 8 features like lambda expression, streams, optional interface, then you have functional interfaces, optional and then functional interfaces. There are a lot of things, parallel array sorting also there. So, I mean, it uses internally Java joint fork, joint pool, so that also you can learn. Then there is Java memory management. Memory management is one of the most important topic. I think you should definitely go through every single things, like what is an heap, what is a stack, what information is stored in heap, what information is stored in stack, what are the different sections of the heap, and what are the features. Like there is a young generation, old generation, there is a permanent generation as well, which was there, but it is now removed in Java 8. So why it is removed and what advantage it has right now, those you can definitely go and search on the internet and find the example. After that, you can also go for garbage collection as well, because that you can say would be a part of uh, memory management only. So garbage collection you should also learn. Like there are various different references as well, strong, weak, phantom references and all that. After these all things are prepared, these are some of the advanced things which most of the people ask, like design pattern and solid principles. So design pattern, you don't need to learn a lot of them, just a two or three max to max can also work for you. Or I mean, like I remembered um, at that time I only knew factor pattern and I only knew this singleton classes, so singleton pattern. So these are both creational patterns. So need to know there are three different kind of patterns like creational, behavioral, and all. So that also you need to learn, and then solid principle. If these two are there, this is a plus point for every person. because people tend to ask such questions that what is solid principles and what are the solid principles. Then we also be sure to prepare this multi-threading and concurrency at some point till some level, like join, what is sleep, and I mean, I didn't basically, I don't think you need to go very much deep into this executor framework. Apart from that, every other thing is okay, I think. Uh, so these are the topic if you learn. I think about from my experience, if you learn all these topics, you would be pretty much confident in Java. Whenever someone asks some questions, so these are most probable questions that they will ask. So you can easily answer them if you have all the knowledge of these all. Okay. So thank you everybody. Hope you liked the video. Please do subscribe the video so that I can also bring and like the video so that I can bring more interesting content like more interesting things to learn as well. Okay, so thank you.